Hey, what's up, guys? It's Paul Farmer from DB Freedom Project. That is our coaching group where we provide you with step-by-step training and coaching to help you get massive results online absolutely free. All you need to do is come to the group, join the group, and come on down here to the pinned post here. Click on Continue Reading, and it will open up everything you need to know. All the training is right there. With that training, I sponsored over 160 people in 4 months, so it absolutely works. Check it out. Today I'm talking about Global Moneyline. This is my 150th day with Global Moneyline. 150th day. I'm already in the product here. What Global Moneyline is, it's advertising. Simple as that. It's advertising. Every single business owner needs advertising to run their business. There's just no other way around it. If I were to go and tell you, hey, you know what, I'm going to open up a traditional business, and you know what, I'm not going to advertise. I'm not going to do any advertising at all. You'd probably look at me like I'm crazy because I'd be out of business. So very quickly, if I didn't have customers coming in, new people coming into my store buying things from me, I would be out of business very fast. Now, the same thing applies to online marketing. You will be out of business. Well, maybe you won't be out of business, but you won't really have much of a business. You won't have a profitable business, that's for sure, if you don't learn how to advertise. Well, Global Moneyline makes it very easy for you to get leads and get your offer in front of other people, get you in front of other people. It makes it very easy to do that. Makes it very, very simple, okay? So this is your Moneyline. Once you join for free, you're a free member, this will start growing and growing and growing. Now, it will stop if you don't do a couple of the qualifications they have. One, you either bring in one new member a day in the Global Moneyline by advertising your link. You can follow the training, DB Freedom Project, to learn how to do that. Or you pay $20 one time, you're done. And it will just keep growing and growing and growing. Now, what happens when this hits 1 million people? Do you think that would be pretty valuable? I mean, we're talking 1 million people. I mean, we're at 123,540. So what happens when that hits, let's say 500,000. Just say 500,000. That's a massive list right there. I mean, I have a massive list as it is, but that's a massive list. And that just keeps growing and growing and growing. What you want to do is there's 5 subscription levels. And what you want to do is you want to get the most exposure you possibly can within the Global Moneyline community. Because what's going to happen is you're going to place your ad. People are going to click on your ad. And then they're going to go to, well, if they click on your ad, they'll go to your product, service, whatever, business. And they will be added to your personal list. And your personal list is where you can message people every day as much as you want. But here, the Moneyline, you can message them one time, unless you're a platinum member, okay? I highly recommend you get at least a platinum. At least a platinum. I highly recommend that. I'm diamond. I want to step further. I'm a diamond. I highly, highly recommend getting there because you just have more exposure, which means more leads, which means more people on your offers, means more exposure, means more money in your pocket. Okay, that's what that means. But anyway, I'm just going to keep this kind of short. I'm not going to do a full overview, but basically if you're a free member, you put your message in the box, you put your link in the box, and it's going to go clear to the bottom of the board, okay? Understand this. Your message going clear to the bottom. So how many people are going to the bottom? Just think about it. Now, if you're a bronze member, you get to send 20 messages at a time. Your Moneyline keeps growing. Remember, it's only 21 time. And look, that's where it goes, at the bottom of the board pretty much, just above the free members. So you just got to think about this with common sense, okay? If you want to get the most exposure, where do you need to be? Well, if you think about like Google or YouTube, if you want to get the most exposure, where do you need to be? Well, you need to be on the very first page, right? You need to be number 1 on the first page if you can, but you need to be on the first page for sure to get the most exposure to whatever it is you're doing. People don't typically go to the 30th page and search for things. They usually stick to the page 1, maybe page 2, maybe page 3, but typically it's page 1 that gets all the traffic, okay? So you want to get the most exposure possible. That's why you upgrade. Okay, that's why. Plus, it positions you to earn more money if you choose to use the what's it called? The compound leverage plan, the compensation plan in Global Moneyline, which has paid me many times over what I originally paid for all my subscriptions in Global Moneyline, and continues to do so. Because you're purchasing traffic, you're purchasing your subscriptions. They last a whole year. You get traffic for a whole year that is continuous. It's just incredible. Anyway, so what I want to do today, well, before I do that, let me just show you something. Because my messages should have reset. This only happens for Platinum. If you're any other member, if you're a bronze, silver, gold, free, whatever, they don't reset. So you can only send your messages. All these people coming in one time and you're done. There's really no follow-up. I was reading a post just yesterday by a trainer, and they were saying that it typically takes at least 5 times for someone to see a message before they make a decision, at least 5 times, okay? So if you're at the lower subscription levels, you send one message, that's only one time. That's not 5 times, that's one time. Me, month after month, I can come in here and resend people. Look, now I have 92,000, 85 records. 92,085 records. That's incredible, okay? So that means I can re-message all over again my money line, okay? These people up here, I get to re-message 92,000 of them all over again, and this will reset again next month. It'll be over 100,000 people. So I get to come in here and I get to re-message them whatever I want all over again. Now understand this. After 30 days, the free bronze, silver, and gold ads expire. So they are gone. So now I'm the only one people are seeing on top of the board there because I'm platinum. Well, I'm diamond, actually. Just platinum is under my umbrella, right? So that's why it's so important to at least get to platinum, because you get to keep messaging these people, and the people that really understand this are the platinum and diamond members. They're the ones that really comprehend what they have here, why it's important to have this, and what it can do for them and their business, okay? So what I want to talk about a little bit is so you know, I have training. I give away step-by-step training. I'm just going to give you a few messages that you could kind of send to people to get the ball rolling here. So you can start bringing people in for free every day, get your prospects, and start building your business. Now, you know, I haven't really been doing a lot of training on these videos, and the main reason is because I give away a bunch of training that really is all you really need to get going. So I don't really want to just beat the dead horse and keep doing the same thing over and over when I already give it away. So all you got to do is go to DB Freedom Project and get it. But I'm going to give you some tips right now. And this is what I did when I first started with Global Moneyline, okay? Now, one of the things I say, I tell people this all the time. They ask me, how do you get more results? How do you get more people? How do you sponsor so many people? And this is my answer. I do a video a day. And then you want to reach out to 25 people a day. Now, if you can't do 25, if that number is too big for you, I know it's a big number. I told you that number for a reason. But if you can't do that for whatever reason, just mentally you're like, no, man, that's way, way too big for me. I know it's a challenge. I know. But that's how I got my breakthrough, is I had to force myself to do something I didn't want to do. And I did not want to message 25 people. There's no possible way I wanted to message 25 people. So I'm just going to give you a few tips, and you know, take it or leave it. But this worked for me. This is how I made $1,000 in 2 weeks of Global Moneyline at the $20 level. Technically, I was at silver, but I'm telling you, the sales that came in were all $20 sales. They weren't $50. And then I got the compound leverage and started kicking in. I made $1,000 in 2 weeks. You know, a lot of people don't believe it. They can't, because they're not doing it, right? But this is all I did. I made a video. I shared my results. I came up here and went, look, hey, guys, look, this is growing. This is awesome. I didn't have any results. I didn't have any sales at the time. I didn't have anything. I just looked for a way. I'm like, wow, you know what? Global Moneyline's awesome because you could share results every single day. Proof, progress, results, right? You could show that every single day. So every single day, even when I didn't have any sales, I was in here like, hey, look at this. This grew. And that's how I started. And then I took it to Facebook because I saw, wow, you know what? This is awesome. I need to share this with people. First of all, they can join for free. Everybody needs leads. So what I did, this is what I did. I went and started messaging people. So I would do this. This is exactly what I did. You could write this down. You know, I didn't really prepare to do this today, but, you know, I just decided right now, right off the whim, this is how I do my videos. You know what? I am going to share this with you, and, you know, you can do it if you want or not, but it absolutely works. So the first thing I did was, you know, I go through my friend request. Do I have friend requests? Now, you have to get friends coming in. You have to build up your network. In DB Freedom Project, I have a whole entire section, whole training where I show you exactly how to build up your friend base to 5,000 friends. You want to get new friends coming in every single day. It just makes it easier. You could do cold marketing recruiting, and I've done that, like where you go and connect with people you don't know. But I'm going to tell you, Facebook doesn't like that. It makes it very difficult. A lot of times people never get back to you just because it goes to their other folder and they never see it, their other messages, and they never see it, or they see it. Like I'll get messages still like 2 years ago that I sent where people just now saw it. So it's really the way Facebook is designed. It's not really designed for cold market. So what you have to do is you have to attract people to you. So you want to be posting on your wall, and I'm not the best to follow at that. I don't really do that a whole lot. I'm working on it. That's one way to draw people to you. You know, change up your profile. That's another way. Again, don't follow my example. It's not what I do, but I probably should do it better. But, you know, that's not, I'm just giving you some tips, okay? I'll just tell you what I did, okay? So I went through my friend request. I went through people I've talked to in the past because, you know, I've had a lot of conversations with people. And I started reaching out to people, okay? And what I did was I just basically say, hey, how's it going? And when they responded back to me, well, if it was a friend request, I would say something, hey, thanks for the friend request. And I'll go into like, what do you do, right? Or are you on Facebook for business or personal or something like that, right? I'd say something to that extreme, to that extent, not extreme extent. And they would come back and tell me, and right away I would know, okay, so, oh, you're in network marketing. Okay, well, how long have you been in network marketing for? I'd ask that question. How long have you been doing it for? And, you know, they come back, oh, I've been doing it for 6 months. Oh, that's great, you know. Have you been able to go full-time yet? Because I'm looking to find a need, right? I'm looking for a need. And when I find that need, no, I'm not full-time yet. Oh, well, how are you going about promoting, right? How are you marketing your business? And they'll tell me, and from there I go, hey, you know, I'm just letting you know, this is what I did, okay? I haven't done this recently because I haven't had to. I have people come in and join me pretty much every day. But if you're new, you need to do this. Hey, you know, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, hey, I've been using this free lead source, and it's been bringing visitors to my page daily. Would you be open to learning more about it? And that's it. That's all I did. And either they would say yes, or they would say no. And if they said yes, you send the link. If they say no, you can try to overcome that or just go move to the next person. You know, so that's it. It's a very simple process. So you just go, because if you really think about it, this product is something that everybody needs. So if you get this in front of enough people, it's free to join. You just bring them in. You let them watch the video. You let them make the decision on their own. Then you just follow up. Hey, did you watch the video? That's all you do. So you come back the next day. Hey, did you get a chance to watch the video? Or you ask them specifically, hey, when are you going to watch the video? What time are you going to watch the video at? What time do you plan to watch the video at? Okay. And then you get a time, and then you go right back straight to them and go, hey, what did you like most about the video? And they're like, oh, yeah, I like that you get leads. Okay, cool. Go ahead and get started. There's the link, you know. So it's very simple to do. I just, you know, that's what I did. That's how I went, and I made $1,000 in 2 weeks. Exactly what I did. I didn't do anything else. Then when I started getting results, I started sharing my results. I was doing videos every day, sharing my results. I started taking screenshots, showing people the results I was getting. Okay, so that's a way to get this ball rolling, get people coming into your business, and it's just a numbers game. You just got to go through the numbers. That's all it is. It's numbers. Okay, so I hope and trust that helps you. If you're not in Global Moneyline, make sure you get your account. It's free, and I highly recommend you upgrade to the highest level possible as fast as you can. Yesterday, I did a video where I break down my whole entire strategy, how I make sales every day, or almost every day. I'm pretty much autopilot. So I broke that all down. you can go ahead and watch that video. I'll put a little card at the top so you can see that. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on Monday.